We'll see.
There's some card rabbi guy in the chat. Dude, shut the fuck up. If you lost money with Richard, too bad. And if you want somebody else to cover this, go to the hundreds of other sports card influencers out there that won't give a fuck about this. We're on here talking about this. None of us spent a dime with this guy. None of us have any clue why anybody gave this guy any kind of rep. We have dozens of emails of
He
people
can just
that lost money in
just
cards
drop the link and have Card Rabbi come in. What's he so mad about? What's he mad about? I wasn't reading the chat.
I have no idea. But this guy's going off saying we're lying and we're this and that. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We're the only ones that have texted this guy. We're the only ones that have actually listened to the others, all sides of the story here. Okay. I know a lot of you guys are used to watching either Fox News or CNN and seeing one side of it. Shut the fuck up.
He can come on and show his face. He should just come on, show his face, and then talk about what he's so mad about.
Okay. Link will get dropped in the thing. Just shut the fuck up. Seriously.
Yeah. Either come on or you got to shut up. Like, show your face and come on, or shut up. That's basically the rules. And you could come on and talk, like, I've had hours of conversation with people. I don't know these people. It's been very confusing for me. I didn't know about Clubhouse, but I've spent hours on the phone with people who have explained it to me, and all their stories actually kind of line up. All their stories line up. There's a lot of beef apparently on Clubhouse. I may just have to log in one day and just, apparently a lot of beef goes down. And Richard Zangrillo was one of the ringleaders over there. Yeah, if Rabbi wants to come on, he's more than welcome to.
There's a Fat Snacks card. I don't know if this is him or not. I have no idea. We'll add him to the stream.
Hello?
Fat Snacks Cards.
Yep, I am the Card Rabbi on YouTube, Fat Snacks Cards on Instagram. Emailed you the first time. The reason I'm getting so mad is you guys are misconstruing the context of what happened and then trying to blame other people and switch stories and saying you don't give a fuck, but you do give a fuck, but we're idiots, but we're not idiots. Here's the story as clear as it could be. I am Fat Snacks Cards on Instagram. I am Jordan Poker 92 who emailed you multiple times. You didn't have to respond. That's not your job. But the point being, here is the story. I will speak in I statements because I don't want to speak for anyone else. I only want to speak for myself. I was very close friends with Richard Zangrillo. You can laugh, you can smile, you can act cute about it. It's fine. Like, tell me to shut the fuck up. You're a tough guy. That's all good. I was close with Richard Zangrillo. I became close with him on Clubhouse. And through other people he had made acquaintances or are friends with on Clubhouse, they can speak for themselves. He was able to create a consignment business with another Clubhouse member.
Right.
We knew there was plenty of better. I know DC Sports Cards is a better consigner. I know Probstein is a better consigner. I know there's a million better consigners. For me personally, this guy had became my friend that I had met in real life. I had talked to a lot. I had hang out with on Clubhouse. So I consigned cards with him. I got fucked over. That is my fault completely. I should have known better. I should have done due diligence. If I was going to consign with him, I should have probably gotten a contract or some sort. All those sorts of things probably should have been put in place. I have no one to bitch, whine, or cry to about the situation other than myself. But the fact being of like, how did he get so many? It's not that hard, guys. Imagine if everyone spent some time with someone in a room for a year plus. Either you consider them a friend or an acquaintance. Yeah, no, I get that. But you're going like, oh, well, no, this guy's a complete scammer. I have texts from him. I have sales sheets where he's lied to me saying items were sold that weren't sold, items that didn't sell that were sold. I haven't gotten any of my cards back. I am one of the only people who has had a resolution with Richard, because originally when I was super mad at him, I threatened to come to you guys and to other people, and he ended up giving me $500 for about $1,500 worth of consigned cards. Now, he then went to say I blackmailed him for that money, which is a complete lie. He hasn't given anyone else back their cards. That's the only thing I'll say for other people. Everyone has tried to get a hold of him. He gives people a rundown. He's on vacation. Oh, he doesn't have a car. Oh, he can't make it to the post office. It's all a lie. This isn't a complicated story. It's just a sad story. A bunch of people who shouldn't have trusted the scumbag, who knew there were better consigners, were trying, for me again, I was trying to help out a friend. For them, it might have been an acquaintance or someone in the room. we all were like, let's try to, throw a guy a bone. It was a bad mistake, especially on my part, but there's nothing deeper here. No one influenced me. And when I say no one, either you believe me or not, no one, not Card Ladder, not the monthly card show, and definitely not Carvin. None of those people convinced me to fucking consign with Richard Zangrillo. I was one of the closest people with him in that room. I actually built a real friendship with him, and it fucked me up when I found out he was a scammer and robbing me. And I was like, damn, stuff that I usually would never let slide, I let slide because of this guy. So, I'm sorry I was cussing you guys out. I get why you're mad and you're cussing. I'm just mad because it's like, mad. Okay, I was pissed. I'll say it. Because I want the real story. I don't want us to all listen. We made a big mistake giving this scumbag our cards. What Topps did, employing that's beyond me. I don't have any info on that, but there's no crazy story here. It's a fucking shame that this guy, scammed a bunch of people and won't give him his cards back. And now the story's getting conflated into something it's not,
So wait a second. Do you think he doesn't have?
No, I do not think he has any cards. I don't think this guy. So I know a lot of personal information. I'm not here to slander his personal information all over the internet for everyone. This guy isn't the most well off. He took a big risk moving to Texas to, get a job that is a legit job in the industry. And, I don't think he has any of the cards. That's my honest opinion. People have asked for their cards back. People have asked for a simple, hey, we get it. You're busy. You don't have a car. You have a million excuses. You're on a vacation to the Bahamas, whatever the fuck. That being, he won't even send pictures of the cards. There's been people in his house who say there's no cards there to be. There's no cards. He doesn't there's nothing there. We're all getting lied to. We're all getting the runaround. We've tried so many fucking times to get our cards back. And again, I'm the only one who got a resolution. And it's because before anyone even talked to you on Clubhouse, I had a meltdown one day. I'll be completely honest and said, fuck it. I'll just go to Sports Card Radio and leak everything. This guy wants to play by, fucking yard rules. Let's play by yard rules. Let's roll in the mud. I ain't got shit to hide. And then 2 days later, it went from me owing him money, which was a complete lie. He just wanted to get in my head because this guy is also a compulsive liar, to him paying me $500. He's like, what can I do to make this right? I originally told him before we were arguing $500. So when he came begging to me, I said 500's good. We're good. It's done. But that's the honest truth. Okay, you can laugh, whatever, it's fine.
No. What do you think should happen then? So if the cards are gone, he's missing, should he still be employed at Topps? Should he get on Clubhouse?
I personally, I don't know what his employment status at Topps. Since day one, I want him fired. I'll make that public. Fat Snacks, I want that motherfucker fired. 100%. Why should he be working in an industry if he's scamming people?
How many cards of yours does he have?
I sent him. I could look up the sales sheet, but it was 100 cards, give or take, up to 1,500.
How much were those worth, do you think, those 100 cards?
Well, you got to think this is over a year going, so probably $1,500.
$1,500. And how long has he had those cards?
Over a year.
And then how many customers do you think in total are affected?
I don't know. I can't speak on that, but let's say at least 10. 10 plus.
And when was the last time you talked to Richard?
I can look it up on my phone right now. It was when he sent me the money. He blocked me. I'll be honest. He blocked me on everything. I was going to block him anyways. But the day he finally paid me back for the resolution, he blocked me on everything. I blocked his phone number. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I might have. Let's say I'm not good with times. A month ago, maybe a little over a month ago, month and a half ago. Whenever he paid me, I'm bad with times. It might be, give me a second. I'm going to try to actually find out a real date for you because I don't want any misinformation. If I can find the exact date, I will. Because he paid me it on Cash App. But yeah, there's all the information. Like you can laugh, smile, giggle, chuckle, whatever. I just want to make sure that there's no misinformation. And then being someone I was the first person to consign with him, and it all happening the way it did. I just think it's funny. People are like trying to get their 5 minutes of fame or this, that, I just want the real story out there. I don't want it to seem like, God, how could these guys be like, this is not a moment of like, man, it's so easy to know that there's 100 million better consigners. I knew that. Trust me, I knew that. Like, it's
But
not
he was
hard to
big
know.
on Clubhouse. But he was big on Clubhouse.
No, not even that he was big on he was, but he was my friend, and he's trying to start a business. And even for other people, I don't want to talk for other people, but again, imagine you guys were maybe you guys would go, fuck no, this is retarded. But you're talking to a buddy for a year, you got decently close, even if you're not friends, you talk, you trust him, whatever. And then he starts a consignment business, and you're like, fuck it, I'll throw him 100 cards of shitty $15, $20, $30, $50 cards and let him try it. Like, let's help let's help my buddy out. Let's see if he can, do this. Card Rabbi is Jordan Silverberg, which is me. And I've emailed you guys on Jordan Poker 92. I heard you guys were getting fake emails from a Fat Snacks Cards email. I don't have a Fat Snacks Card email, just to be very fucking clear. I don't have any email other than Jordan Poker 92, which I emailed you. And in the second email, I gave you my full name, my phone number, and my IG so you could have proof of that. I don't know what date it was, but when he paid me the resolution, it was done. I haven't talked to him since. So that is the fucking story. There is no other story. There's no, these nefarious people, card lad. Like, come on, guys. What are we doing?
Well,
like,
you could understand our perspective. We don't know this guy. So when he shows up missing, we'll go to his friends. The same way if we gave the example of Mojo Break Dip to Pack, I've known those guys for 10 years. And so if they did something nefarious, I would probably get 25 emails and 45 phone calls. If they did something shady, if Check Out My Cards went out of business, a business that we've been supporting for like 15 years, we would get a flood of emails and we would probably have to, comment on it or do a video on it. So I was just saying, this guy dipped out. The natural indication, at least for me, you can tell me if I'm wrong, is to go to his friends and say, hey, where are the cards? What happened to this guy? What do you think is going to happen? To get more information.
Yeah, right? But then how does it get twisted into that influence?
I read an email. See, a lot of times.
But to us, it's like, fuck, you're like, I get your journalist integrity. You know what else? I hate to be this guy to give you a little pushback. It kind of feels unreal to say, hey, we're journalists. We're not going to give out our source. But you're not journalist enough to reach out to the people you're accusing and get a comment from them.
I reached out to Richard before I even wrote this article.
Did you reach out to Card Ladder? Did you reach out to Carvin? Did you reach out to the Monthly Card Show when you all accused them of coercing us into consigning with Richard, which is beyond bullshit? Come on.
A lot of times I won't actually reach out to people in those scenarios because they're not a victim in this. Richard Zangrillo is the person committing the crime, and then
I'm the victim in this.
Correct. That's why I've never named you. That's why I've never named a number of the other people who consigned cards with him, who are very well known in this hobby. I have not named them because they're victims, and and I don't know if they want to be named or not. Card Ladder is not a victim. Carvin from GTS is not.
Well, they became a victim because then people start going.
Excuse me, Kevin James. Excuse me, Kevin James is not a victim. He hired Richard Zangrillo. So who else? If I want to learn about Richard Zangrillo, I should have Kevin James, who was named in that email, correct? Because he hired him.
Yeah, correct? You could speak to. Yeah, no, you could speak to him. I think you should. Any one of us who has been close to him, but that's not the case. This is the first time anyone who's came on, including myself. Like, I've been trying to reach out to you. I'm glad you guys had me on. I'm glad the real story can be out there and you guys can continue to report this however you want, or you could be done with it. But the point being,
what do you think we should do? That's a great question. What do you think we should do? Should we just
I'm not your boss. I don't know. The reason I originally wanted to come to you is because I know you guys do put a highlight on shit that, some people won't talk about. I give you credit for that. Like, I really do. You guys will talk about the shit that is quote unquote the no topics in the hobby, or what people are afraid to step on because they're too busy sucking dick. So I commend you for that. But it's like, I just wanted this story to get out, people to know what's good, Tops to take some type of action towards Rich because he is a scammer. He fucked over a lot of people. I'm at the bottom of the totem pole for how much was taken. There's people who lost way more money than $1,500 measly dollars. So I just wanted you guys to know this isn't like some crazy story of deception and people influencing, and a guy who was in a room with a bunch of other card people came to fruition of just
Correct.
being in there a lot and stuff like that. And a lot of us wanted to support someone who built a business. That's it. That has
Correct.
nothing to do with anyone beforehand or who you're like. All it is a bunch of idiots like myself consigned with a dumbass who we shouldn't have. Like your brother hit it on the head. There was 10 million people we could have gone to who were better, but that wasn't our case. We were trying to, I was trying to help out a friend. I was trying to help out a friend build a business. I don't know what other people's thought process was, if it was an acquaintance or what, but that's the truth.
I think we're actually kind of on the same page. I think what happens is a lot of people like Card Ladder, and so they don't want them mentioned or dragged through the mud or on a sports. I mentioned this. I had an hour, probably an hour and a half conversation with the two people at Card Ladder, and I told them, hey, nobody wants to be in a sports card radio video.
Agreed.
I get that. And part of the way we do things is,
but it's not just Card Ladder; it's the Card Show and Carvin too. Like, I want to make no one in that group, and I'm not defending anyone. Like, a lot of those guys I am friendly with, but I'm being wholeheartedly truthful. I'm not defending anyone. If they were in the wrong, God know it. I am the type of person who loves to be in the truth because I have nothing to fucking hide. I'm an open book. I don't need to like hide in the shadows or be worried. None of them did anything wrong. They were in those rooms with us, but everyone's in, like you said, you're not wrong. Right. High up corporates to bottom feeders like myself who are just everyday card collectors are in Clubhouse. It is a crazy environment. It's very cool. It's dynamic. It's a whole different group of people, but they had nothing to do with Richard Zangrillo. And again, that doesn't just mean Card Ladder. That means everyone, the monthly card show, Carvin, we all consigned to him for our own reasons. And if you want to talk to other victims.
Well, Kevin James employed him. Kevin James employed
That is
Richard
a very
Zangrillo.
long story. And I don't want to speak for other people because I just don't want to speak for other people. But again, there's a lot of nuance. Like, so when you guys kept saying that, like, one thing that was driving me crazy is why would idiots consign to Richard Zangrillo instead of the top 5? It's like, well, it's now you know why. It doesn't this make a little bit more sense? Like, correct. Oh, they were kind of friendly with them. Okay, to you it doesn't, but again, and I said that's fair. I said you might go, this is still stupid. I would never help some idiot who I barely. That's fair. Agreed with you there, bud. But I did. I made the mistake. I'll take that on my shoulders. I'm willing to say I'm the big dummy. But nonetheless, that was my thought process. So it's not that complicated. It's not like, oh, where was this coming from? I guess you're a big brain brother on bottom. I don't know both your names personally. I'm sorry. But it's just like, fuck, I'm human. I made a mistake. Like, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you other than, like, it's fucked up that this guy's scamming everyone. But,
you just don't want us talking about it. Card Ladder.
No, I know. I just don't want misinformation about, like if you're going to talk about it.
Well, that's why we had you on. That's why we gave you a chance to come on here.
Appreciate it greatly.
And share your story. And anytime, any other information you have on this, you can feel free to reach out. We can mention it on a live stream. I could add it to the article. Hopefully you think the cards are gone. I don't know. Richard has told me twice he has the cards. I hope he's telling the truth and he's just freaking lazy like I am. And he's going to send these cards out and you're going to get your 1,000 cards and we can all, end up happy. And maybe Richard will come on a live stream and freaking,
And if Richard ever wants to talk and you want someone on to, debate, I'm more than glad. Richard knows exactly who I am. This is Jordan Silverberg, Fat Snacks Cards. I am more than willing to talk to you, Rich. So if you have nothing to hide and you guys want some free content, I bet that would be great. I would love to see what Rich has to say to me face to face because I have personally begged the man to come on Clubhouse. He will not come on Clubhouse. He doesn't want to talk. He says he's not going to walk into a trap. I wonder why he wouldn't walk into a trap. Suck my fucking dick. He knows why. He fucking stole everyone's cards and he's being a little bitch and won't fucking do anything about it and is hiding behind his fucking telephone. Oh, I don't have a car. Then Uber, motherfucker. I can't afford an Uber. Then walk to the fucking post office. Like, the fuck, bro? You have $50,000 worth of cards. Be a fucking man. Like, this guy is a scumbag. Stop protecting Richard Zangrillo. Tops, fire him. And that's done. I'll get off your show. You guys can say whatever you want. You can have your fun. I appreciate you letting me come on and say the real story. But now you guys know that is 100% the real story. Thank you very much. You gentlemen have a great day.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you having me on, honestly.
Thank you.
Thank you.